The Wasserman Schulz still in the deal. Wasserman Schulz IT aides ran shady CIA car dealership, borrowed $100K from Hezbollah, a Muslim extremist community fugitive. Sorry about that. I got my coworker texting me. Hezbollah fugitive. That's a Muslim Brotherhood extremist. Luke Rosiak of the Daily Caller is out with a follow-up to report on the Awans Pakistani IT family crooked criminals tied to Debbie Wasserman Schulz. What happened here in my home state of Florida? What happened was, as soon as she was investigated, guess what? Around Miami, towards Broward County, a guy floated up onto the ocean, or not the ocean, I'm sorry. He floated up, it's an ocean, I guess, yeah. Yeah, he floated up dead with a bullet hole. And he was one of the prosecutors. Oh, he had shit on her. Bullet to the head. They said bullet to the head. That's all we found out. It just said damage to the head. But Awans Pakistani IT family who had access to highly sensitive congressional networks, both on site and from Pakistan, where they're suspected of a variety of crimes, included brokering classified info to hostile foreign governments of note. They had access to the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. I'm sorry, guys. The Awans brothers are aspiring. One of the Awans brothers was in serious trouble because he actually held his mother in contempt, held her as an actual, basically a slave, a kidnap. Yeah, so she filed charges on that. And that was right after he fled to Pakistan. Well, so sad. Like, what's going on right now? Can you look at this bitch right here? Look at her. Look at both of them. Do you not just want to punch them in the face? Jesus Christ, they have information on all our shit. Of note, they had access to the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, whose membership have top secret clearance and are looking into Russian election interference. These people are looking into the Russian interference? Are you kidding me? Note Rep. Louis Gomer's reaction when he learns of the Awans remote access from Rosak. Tom Fitton, that's my guy right there. You see that guy on the right there? And the guy on the left? They work with Judicial Watch. They're the only ones who have access to information because they continuously sue the United States government. Congress can't even get information. These guys are the ones right now that you need to watch. If they drop dead, if Tom Fitton drops dead, then there's an issue. Because all the information that Tom Fitton gets goes straight to Congress. Congress gets it after they get it. They're the ones that get it first. I love them. Tom Fitton, clip of the year, learns from whatever the fucking name is, learns from Rosiak that Debbie Wasserman Schulz indicted staffer teleworking and provided House Dem IT support from Pakistan. Full at Judicial Watch discussion here, YouTube. The Awans also operated a used car dealership. Oh, money laundering, right? Known as CIA in court filings. Holy fuck, yeah. The CIA. Is that the same CIA? Do the Americans know what the CIA is? They're not allowed to operate in America. It's actually forbidden for them to operate on our statelyhood. On our constitutional republic, they are not allowed to step foot in. It's mainly created as a foreign intelligence agency, collecting foreign intelligence and secrets to help us, not against our country. So they're not allowed to actually work with us. So CIA in court filings, which is all the makings of a money laundering. What did I just say? Look, I just said that. I haven't even read this yet. Look, money laundering. say staff were fake personalities such as James Falls O'Brien, whose photo was taken from a hairstyle model catalog, and Jay Julia, whose image came from a web page called Beautiful Girls Wallpaper. That's gay as fuck. Sorry, I'm inclusive. I'm bi, so I can say that. If a customer showed up looking to buy a car from Cars International A, the Awans, Awans, often referred to as CIA, Abid Awan, who was managing partner of the dealership while also earning $160,000 a year handling IT for House Democrats. You just replace Democrats with just crooks. That's all you got to do. Would frequently simply go across the street to a long-standing dealership called AAA Motors and get one. Oh, so he outsourced his own fucking company. Went and got it from the other person. Yeah, while fronting. Oh, what a democratic way to do things. Well, Emran and Abid Awan, the fucking American traders paid by us, the American taxpayers, ran their car dealership in Falls Church, Virginia in the early part of the decade. Drug Enforcement Agency officials a few miles away in Chantilly, Virginia, were learning that the Iranian Links terrorist group frequently deployed used car dealerships in the U.S. to launder money and fund terrorism. So, assumingly, that means they already had their eyes on Awan. Why were they paid by us taxpayers? Why did they have information, especially when he fled to Pakistan? He still had info? Not a good deal. Based on the modest way Awan was living, modest, yeah. Am I living modest? No, I work at a gas station and a pet resort. I do 2 jobs. I'm sorry. I don't get to spy on American people. I don't get to fucking launder money through car dealerships in crooked ass ways while you're a Pakistani national getting paid by my fucking money. Fuck you, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Based on the modest way Awan was living, it's in my opinion that he was sending most of his money to a group or criminal organization that could very well be connected with the Pakistani government. Well, of course he would. Why wouldn't they? The Democrats love to outsource all their info to anyone that can get them bids and favors and send them money, said Wayne Black, a private investigator who worked in Janet Reno's Miami Public Corruption Unit, adding, my instincts tell me Awan was probably operating a foreign intelligence gathering operation on U.S. soil. Let's read that again. My instincts tell me Awan was probably operating a foreign intelligence gathering operation on U.S. soil. Oh, but the Dems had no idea of this. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, that fucking bitch. Fuck you, cunt. In February, the Daily Caller dropped 2 bombshells that the Awans were under criminal investigation after being caught accessing congressional computers without permission. And they have borrowed, laundered, and have never repaid $100,000 from a shady Iraq expat physician. Well, that sounds like money laundering. Hezbollah-linked fugitive who led a group of other expats which regularly advised the Bush administration on their plans to invade Iraq. Oh, does it not fucking surprise me? That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. Who's this? Philip Giraldi, a former CIA officer, wrote that Attar was observed in Beirut, Lebanon, conversing with Hezbollah official. I'm sorry, but Hezbollah is basically a terroristic organization. Yeah, basically the same as fucking, what's her name? Who went to all the female, what did she do after Trump won? She went to all the female, stampede. I don't even, she wants genital mutilation and all that, and she's a Muslim. God damn it, what is her name? I don't know. In 2012, shortly after the loan was made, D.C., Dr. Ali Al-Attar, his license to practice medicine was revoked by the Maryland State Board of Physicians, and he had to pay a $50,000 fine for unprofessional conduct, probably a Democrat, healthcare fraud, and a failure to cooperate with an investigation. The money, which the Awans borrowed, was moved from Ali Al-Attar through accounts intended for Fairfax County real estate. They're obviously, they're laundering money. Emran Awan and Katak will also put up $200,000 in cash as an investor in CIA head realtor's license. It's not clear whether the dealership's money was going because it was sued by at least 5 different people on all ends, blah, blah, blah. They're a fucking money laundering organization. Adding to the list, interesting connections. When Awans stopped paying vendors of the CIA dealerships, a U.S. congressman from Florida began paying a monthly salary to a man who threatened to sue the Awans. This is that man. His name is Theo Dutch, Democrat from Florida. Is this the guy that washed up on the beach? Is this the guy that died? The brothers had numerous additional sources of income, all which seemed to disappear while they were supposedly working for the house. The brothers were running a car dealership full-time that didn't pay its vendors, and after one, Rael Abbas threatened to sue them, they began to receive a paycheck from Republican Theodore Douche. Let's call him Douche. He's a Democrat. We'll call him Douche. Who, like Wasserman Schulz, represents Florida, coming from the Daily Caller. The Awans also accused of stealing huge amounts of computer equipment from the house, as the Daily Caller reports. In July, Emran Awan was arrested by the FBI at Dulles Airport. They spell airport wrong. I mean, airport? How do you say that? Airport. Yeah, okay. At the Dulles Airport, attempting to leave the country, and was indicted by a grand jury on 4 counts, along with his wife, Hina Albi, on allegations that the pair made false statements on loan applications before wiring nearly $300,000 to Pakistan. Defendants of Awan and Albi did unlawfully, willingly, and knowingly conspire, combine, confederate, and agree with each other to commit offenses against the United States. We already knew this. Can we skip? Bank fraud, false statements, unlawful. Yep. Came days after the Daily Caller report. FBI sees more equipment. Yep, we all know. The Democrats are fucked. Let me sit down here for a second. Jesus Christ. Yep, of course they smashed computers and hard drives. Hillary did the same thing, and she's free. Fuck Debbie Wasserman Schultz, man. I'm telling y'all. The Awans were often absent from weekly meetings and email exchanges. One of the fellow staffers said some of the computers in Awans managed were being used to transfer data to an off-site server. This is congressional information, guys. From Pakistanis. The Democrats let them take our info and just off-site it. Yep. We all know this. What's all? I mean, come on. We know all this. Yeah, they kept their imprisoned stepmother to bilk inheritance money. They imprisoned her, so they basically tied her up and said, look, you're going to fucking stay here while we imprison you so we can collect this, and then we'll go to Pakistan, which they're in Pakistan. I believe they caught one of them. 3 days before U.S. Capitol Police told House members about the Awans, their stepmother called Fairfax County, Virginia police report she was imprisoned in their house, kept from her husband's deathbed. Fuck, they're horrible. Oh, and they were bugging her with listening devices. That's great. Let's get to where it matters to us. It's a big ass article. I'm sorry guys, I didn't know this shit was this big. Oh, is this done? Oh, it must be done. Yeah, I don't even want to see the fucking... Yeah, so they're being investigated, and so the Awans, who were in trusted position handling some of our nation's most sensitive information, ran a shady car dealership, remotely accessed house networks from Pakistan. After they were fired from Debbie Wasserman Schultz, we paid them over $300,000. It was about $500,000 a year we paid them. And that's not even between all the different family members. They took $100,000 from Hezbollah-linked doctor. And Theo Douche paid their bills. The Democratic douche. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank y'all, and I will continue posting certain things. Have a good night. Bye.